we started out putting our burgers into just, plastic bags, and, customer came down, wakla asking me, hey, luko sem, stablo kay barta sola. So I told him, hey man, all you gotta do is just taste the burgers first. And then I guarantee you tomorrow, you'll be coming back to me and asking for another burger in spite of the packaging that I gave you at the moment.
And they did.
Yep. Yeah.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode. This is the Nogat Les Show. If you don't know, this is the Nogat Les Show. Sorry for repeating that. We are here at Life Gymnasium. If you don't know where Life Gymnasium is, it is a gym located inside of Holiday Inn. I will leave all the links in the description for you to find out more. Without further ado, here today with us is a special person that all of you may or may not know of him. If you follow him, you already know who he is. So please introduce yourself.
What's up? Yes, I'm Chef Darcy Miguel. I own the Dirty Kitchen.
Yeah, Dirty Kitchen.
Best burgers in Port Moresby.
Best burgers in Port Moresby, hands down, hands down.
Yep.
No competition there. I mean, if they even do a competition, definitely you're gonna win that competition.
Yep.
Honestly. So tell us a little bit about how you started. We talked a little off camera, and you mentioned, I really want to touch on that. You mentioned that you started your business with only 17K.
Oh yeah, that's all we had, like 17,000 kinams. Like, yeah, we didn't even have money to buy packaging for. So we started out putting our burgers into just, plastic bags, and, customer came down, wakla asking me, hey, luko sem, stablo kay barta sola. So I told him, hey man, all you gotta do is just taste the burgers first. And then I guarantee you tomorrow, you'll be coming back to me and asking for another burger in spite of the packaging that I gave you at the moment.
And they did?
Yep, yeah. Because we started out as, the chips. We used to wrap them up in, those paper that they use, well, they call it butcher paper.
Yeah.
The paper that they use
to the wrapping paper.
Yep. No. Actually, the paper that they use to make newspaper with.
Oh,
yep,
what?
That's right. We used to wrap the chips in there, and then we'd had wax paper put on the burgers, wrapped with wax paper, and then we just shove it into with the little packets of ketchup, and then we'd shove it into the ice plastic bags.
Wow.
But then, we started with like maybe 3 or 4 people coming. The opening was pretty good. I mean, there was a bunch of friends coming down to give support.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'll always be grateful for that. But
true.
Yeah, at time, days progressed, there was 3 or 4 people coming to eat. Mm-hmm. But then, I think it was like 3 weeks after our operations when, suddenly just bang, there was a shitload of people coming to the...
Just 3 weeks in?
Yeah, just 3 weeks in, everybody started talking. Hey,
what year was that?
So I think that was in
2019?
2020.
2020.
2020.
2020, okay.
Yeah, 2020. I think that was November.
Yeah.
November.
So
that was going on to 2021. But, we started with 17,000. We had to close for 2 months during the pandemic period because I got sick.
You got sick?
Yeah, I got sick with that sickness, and it's something that I'll always fucking
wow,
because we had to shut down.
Yeah,
and I couldn't breathe.
Wow.
I mean, I was I was lying down in bed for 2 weeks, and I couldn't breathe. So I had to shut down for almost 2 weeks.
Walk me through that. What was going through your mind like during the worst time, if not?
It was the worst time of my life, actually. It was bad. It was really bad. Like, I couldn't breathe. I had problems standing up because when I stood up, I took 3 steps and I just,
fell down,
exhausted, collapsed. So weak. Everything I was eating, it was coming out everywhere. But yeah, we closed down for 2 weeks, 2 months actually, and the customers, when we came back, oh man, it was stronger than ever. People started coming back in and saying, man, we should have never closed down. But, but yeah, the reason why everything shuts down every time there's, when I'm sick or something, before I didn't have the manpower to do, to actually designate each task My
Right,
guys.
because it was you doing everything in
It was
the
just
kitchen.
me, because all I had was, I was in the kitchen. I was like a fucking octopus in the kitchen, bro. It's like, yeah, it looked like I had 8 hands inside, eight hands and 8 arms, bro. And then, but I only had 1 cashier and 1 server over there. So there was more or less 3 of us.
Okay.
And at one point in time, we'd serve like maybe about 140, 150 burgers in just an hour.
I thought it was like a day, bro. 1 hour?
In just an hour.
Bruh.
Especially when that day came where, you know, it suddenly just exploded that, oh, there's this good, really nice burger over here.
Yeah.
And, you know,
You gotta try it.
Yeah. And people started talking, what the fuck is the dirty kitchen? Why is it called the dirty kitchen? I mean, it better not be the fucking name that, you know. So yeah, I mean, everybody started coming in, and that's when, you know, I realized that, you know, people are starting to embrace the business, you know.
Yeah, because it's a really good establishment that you did. Like, it's so different from the already established kitchens. And I've had a lot of burgers, like Big Boy Kitchen and the one at Laguna, and some of the fine establishments. But nothing compares to like what you do in terms of bun and patty ratio that you mentioned. Like, what's the process like when you cook and do the one? How do you come up with that?
The buns?
Yeah, the buns.
There's an original recipe for it. Well, my recipe. And yeah, we have a friend, really good friend at the moment, who actually does it for us.
Okay.
His name is Fernan. He's also a Filipino, just like me.
Nice.
He's been here for a long time.
Yeah.
But yeah, he makes our buns for us every day.
He bakes it.
Yeah, he bakes it for us. He's really consistent, and that's the only thing that I would need in my business, of course, consistency.
Consistency, yes,
yeah,
that's true.
Because my burger's consistent also.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I wouldn't want anything to change. But, I mean, when it comes to the patties, we order from a supplier. I used to do my own mincing before, but of course, when you expand,
you have to systemize.
You have to find
things,
a way.
yes.
You have to find a way to actually do it in bulk. You know, so we got some supplier to actually do it for us every day. And the thing about that is we make sure that, you know, it's fresh. And of course, we take a look at the fact that, you know, the ratio of the fat to meat is consistent. So nothing gets compromised when it comes to burgers. The sauces and everything. Pickles, I used to actually do my own pickles before.
Oh,
but
nice.
If you notice, the pickles now is actually it comes from a can, because
right. You don't have
cucumbers have become so much expensive here in
Oh, really?
fucking doubled, tripled actually,
Right.
since we started. So it's tripled, and it's become less available. The availability of it is less now. So, I mean, but yeah, the sauces and everything, it's in there. The whole recipe of the dirty burger is probably locked up in a vault at the moment. The only person who has that recipe and the recipe for the chicken is my girlfriend.
Right.
Yeah, because the women have to, you know.
Yeah, they gotta keep this stuff. They're gonna keep it secret.
Yeah.
But tell me about your you mentioned early on that you went to culinary school and you're a chef by profession. And what made you choose burger? Because like you're a chef, you can cook pretty much anything that, you know, comes out of the kitchen.
Well, when we traveled through the U.S., I think, you know.
Hey, you mentioned you did a road trip.
Oh yeah, because my uncle, he's retired now.
Yeah.
But since I think 2017, we've had road trips going around the States, you know, going zigzagging everywhere around the States. And I mean, we had a trip, I think it was around 28 days when we went through, I think, more than 20 states then.
Oof.
So, yeah, and then the year after that, we did more states. And I mean, yeah, you know, there's probably 5 or 6 states that I haven't been to, but
in the whole of the United States.
I'm doing that soon.
Wow.
Just because of this fucking pandemic, I'm not able to travel.
Yeah,
also,
traveling's
you know?
really hard.
So we've all had that problem. So, but yeah, I mean, burgers around the States, bro, but bro, nothing compares to,
Pretty good,
Of
eh?
course, it's good, really good because that's their
Yeah,
food.
it's the same.
Just like over here, I mean, the mumu's really good.
Yeah.
Try to make mumu down in Australia or somewhere else, it's not that.
No.
Yeah,
No.
I think it's probably because it's the stones and the natural stuff that
Oh yes.
you
yes.
put in the ground.
Definitely.
So I mean, it's sort of like that. But I was able to create this burger outside of the United States, and been able to get the Papua New Guinean people to embrace it.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's a big compliment, and that's a big what do you call it?
Achievement for you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's these past few years, my head been going so big because of the fact that people tell me, "Hey, man, you got
You got something
something
good.
here,
Yeah. Yeah.
you got something here,
It's true, because like people have your burgers and it's so different. Man. It's like, correct me if I'm wrong. So what you did was you went to the United States. You tried all these burgers in the 42 states, was it?
Yeah, that was a shitload. Yeah, around
Yeah.
that. Yeah, about 40, 47. We went through 47.
And that allowed you to create your own burger, which is now the Dirty Kitchen burger. Man, that is like you. No words, man. No words.
yeah.
Honestly, commitment. But
Um,
sorry, no worries, man.
Don't worry. Sorry about that. I gotta put
good.
it on.
Yeah, just put it on vibrate or something.
Yeah.
All good.
But yeah,
Shout out to whoever's calling.
sorry about that.
Yeah, but going back to that, walk me through the thought process of Dirty Kitchen. How did you come up with the name?
Well, I mean, the name actually itself, I mean, it's a catchy name.
Yeah, it is.
When you think about the Dirty Kitchen, there's positive and negative comments on that. Some people are like, "Ooh, Dirty Kitchen. Why the fuck would I go to a,
Why would I go to a Dirty
why the
Kitchen,
fuck would I go to a place named the Dirty Kitchen?" I mean, and I told him, yeah, see, that's the reason why I put that name there.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of odd names. But the reason why I put Dirty Kitchen on is because the food, it's so sloppy, and everything is sort of like
Dirty.
oozy. Yeah. So I mean, when you eat there at my place, and then when you start taking bites and everything, your hands gets really. That's why we have plastic gloves over there. So, and it was done during the pandemic, so we had to have gloves and stuff, and at least make sure that nobody's touching nothing. So yeah, we came up with that idea, and I came up with that name, the Dirty Kitchen, is because when you eat there, your hands get dirty and everything. So I mean, the kitchen over there, the food's so dirty and filthy because of the grease and all the things. I mean, I'm not the healthy kind of guy. I'm not the type to say, "Oh, fucking eat over here at my place," or everything's healthy and shit. No, I'm not that kind of guy. What I like is really, like really heavy comfort food. Like chips and a shitload of stuff, a lot of grease on your food, and that's my kind of style. I mean, you don't have to eat it every day because of course, it's unhealthy for you.
Yeah, of course.
But that time when you think like people are actually craving for some stuff, I want to be right there in front of them when they start craving for that. You know what I mean? So,
I get you.
But yeah, I mean, because that's what I thought of. I mean, we don't have that right here. Most stuff what we have here is like really good cooking, like home cooking, and I mean, for me that's really good. But to have a place where you can just pig out and just eat really heavy food, like after drinking, or it's the best time. That's the best time to have like a burger.
Hangover and
after drinking, and when you're drunk as fuck, and all you gotta do is just sit down and just eat whatever it is that you want. Oh, that's it.
Yeah, I think it would be ideal if you had like a burger. For me personally, after a huge freaking night out in the morning, prime time.
Oh yeah, bro.
With a glass of whiskey to wash it down.
Yep.
So good.
Man. When that stuff that that you drank is trying to come out.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is just patch them up with burgers, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Burgers on, man. To shut that hole down, man. I totally get it, man. So besides, you already established like how many branches is it now?
Oh, that's three now.
Three now.
We used to have a fourth one back in Gordon's, but for some reason we had to just shut
Shut it
down
down.
there.
Okay.
So we moved that one to Rangeview Mall.
Ah,
Yeah.
right.
We're about to open a fourth one here in Moresby in December.
Nice.
Over there at the new Times Square.
New Times Square.
Times Square Mall down at right beside Labor Department.
Right.
So.
Okay. That's interesting. And the level of growth, would you say, was it what you expected, or is it all just
At
happening?
first, yeah. I mean, me, because it was just me and my girlfriend, doing all of this,
Yeah.
Vicky. At first, I was already happy with just,
One kitchen.
just one kitchen. That's it. And I told Vicky that, we're doing all right. And then watching, movies and documentaries on fast food and everything.
Yeah, yeah.
I kind of got the idea why they started expanding a lot. So I told myself, everybody probably knows about the dirty kitchen, which I was wrong back then. There was still a shitload of people who didn't know about the dirty kitchen then. So when I put up one over there in town, I thought that the Barocco place would slow down because that was my first branch, right?
Yeah.
The second location was town. I thought, the town people would go over there and,
The Barocco people.
yeah,
will
the
go where
Barocco people,
yeah.
and because most of my customers, they're from in Barocco, they're from Gordon's, they're from Waigani, they're
Yeah.
from 5 Mile, 6 Mile, that's where they're all coming from. So I realized, oh shit, I'm just probably stretching myself really thin, and might not get any profit out of it. So, but then I didn't know that people in town, there was a lot of people in town that didn't know about the dirty kitchen.
Right.
So people started flocking to town and telling us, hey, this is the best burger. Is this your first time? And then I tell them, they tell me, yeah, this is our first time. This is an amazing burger. You can actually put that right up there with other big fast food chains, and the taste is just, it's up there.
Sensational, yeah.
I told them, how come you didn't know about the dirty kitchen? Oh, I'm not on Facebook and everything. And I just found out from my office mates, and that's it. And right then and there, I knew I had to put another one up, especially over there in Waigani and Gordon's area, where people they don't have social media.
Yeah.
They don't have over here in PNG where most people, they'd rather just read the newspaper and watch TV. That's it. And
True.
there's still a large amount of a large percentage of us here in PNG who don't like social media.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
It's because there's a lot of negative associations with it.
Yeah.
That's all.
It could be a powerful thing.
Yeah,
social
it is.
Media. It is actually. You're right. You can either be a good man be a good man about it, or you could spread negativity. So
it's a tool. How you use it, it depends.
Yeah. So, but it is a powerful thing at the moment, especially here in PNG, where there are still naiveness, around the communities,
True.
So even this election at the moment,
Yeah. Hey man, it is what it is, right?
Yeah.
You can't complain. People are people.
Yeah. And that's the biggest problem, But yeah, going back to starting the third one.
Yeah.
Over there at Rangeview.
What's the reception like there?
Oh yeah, bro.
I heard the first time I went, they told me it's sold out, so we don't have any stock. And I'm like,
the first fucking day we opened up at Rangeview, 600 burgers was sold that day. 600 burgers. I shit you not, it's 600 burgers.
Jeez.
A funny thing was, so that was the most we've ever sold in one day.
Wow.
600. As I remember, it's about 612 burgers that day. But because we opened up on a Wednesday, June 1. That was a Wednesday. I think that was a Wednesday. We thought that was like the highest peak.
Yeah.
But no, the same week, the Sunday on that same week, bro, we sold 800 burgers just in one day. And for me, it's like it's a good accomplishment. It means that you know,
People want
are-
your stuff, yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, I mean, you know, it's slowed down a bit. The sales there is slowed down a bit because of the recent incident that happened
yeah,
right
the
in front of
slashing.
yeah, people, you know, cutting
Foot-
up people over there. But yeah, I mean, besides that, I mean, what we actually love is, you know, people coming, especially me, bro. People coming in and, you know, giving compliments to my guys, and especially my chefs at the back, my cooks at the back.
Yeah.
Man, these guys will be, you know, ovok lokuti stop na tok sabi eh, boss man. Isla line niya or tok. Me walking good plabege. You know what I'm saying? And, and these guys, that's what actually, you know, keeps them
going.
It fucking actually burns them up, you know, burns their fuel, lights a fire up under them, and they start doing what is. I mean, before they couldn't even, because the people I employ, the guys that I employ, are the ones that, you know, don't have that much opportunities. You know, professional chefs and chefs that have a lot of experience around here in Port Moresby, they're the ones who usually get hired. Yeah, of course, because they have the experience, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not against that. I'm not against that. I mean, you know, but for me, inside the kitchen, I'm always looking for guys that, you know, who aren't given opportunities. Because those are the guys that actually, you know, want it more.
Because that's what you come from, right?
Yeah.
Because we, like, doing, just chatting off camera, like, you went from being a dishwasher to being executive chef in like 6 months back in Philippines.
Yeah.
So you can relate to the place that they're coming from, because he wants this more.
Yeah.
He can work harder than the guys that actually went to school and have achievements and all of that.
I mean, even my mom, my mom, she taught me everything I know when it comes to cooking. I just added stuff from, you know, going to school and everything. But since I was, you know, I was a little kid, I used to make, like, experiment on stuff. At one point, I even, you know, forgot that there was egg on the stove and almost burned the whole fucking house down, bro. I mean, that's how it was. I mean, I used to put sugar in eggs and fry them up and, you know, experiment and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, but it was my mom who actually, because
she's still a good cook. Yeah.
I mean, in my family, everybody knows how to cook.
Yeah.
Especially my mom's side. I have uncles who are in the U.S. Navy and in the Army, and, you know, all of them they know how to cook. I have this uncle. He was in the Navy, and this guy can make, you know, phenomenal stuff.
2 minutes. We'll just reset. Sorry, we'll continue.
Yeah, there was this, you know, my uncles, they're all of them.
Military cooks, right?
Yeah, no, not military cooks, but, you know, there's one engineer, there's one, I'm not really sure, but these guys, all of them know how to cook. Even my aunt from Texas, she knows how to cook really good food also. There's one particular uncle, well, he's passed away already.
Yeah.
But when I was a kid, he'd actually make something out of nothing, you know, that we had these scraps in the fridge and, you know, stuff.
He can whip them up together and we'll do some magic.
All he has to do is just, you know, his hands and his, you know, taste buds, they work like magic, you know. So he'd make soups
gifted cooks, yeah.
He'd make soups out of leftover stuff in the fridge and, you know, everything. I think that's also who I idolize when it comes to cooking. There's this other uncle. He was an executive chef at a restaurant in Seattle.
Right.
Bro, and he could make really, really good food also. I guess, you know, having a background of...
A family background of cooks,
family background that cooks a lot, and people who know how to cook good, really well, nice, tasty food is, you know, it gives you that, you know, that willingness to actually do better in cooking. Because if you cook shitty food and your family, you know, most of your family members are doing really good food, I mean, you can get a lot of shit. I get it. You can take a lot of shit for that. So, I mean, you have to do better all the time.
Yeah.
And with us, actually, with our family, actually cooking comes natural. You know, we'd be at a family reunion and there's one uncle is cooking this, the other one is doing this, and the other one is doing this.
So would you say there's like a healthy competition between
Oh yeah,
cooking?
hell yeah. Well, I wouldn't say a healthy competition because they keep on, giving shit to each other all the time.
Okay.
Hey, man, I mean, why would you make this shitty thing right here?
Yeah.
That's how they are. I mean, that's how
Okay.
It's
family.
It's become sort of like a banter between us. But yeah, I mean, in our family reunions, last time we had a family reunion down in Hawaii, and everybody was out and about cooking and everything. And 2 years before that, we had 2 years or a year before that, we had a reunion in Texas, and we had one in I think that was in Butuan City in Mindanao in the Philippines. But I mean, when your family is
That competitive.
yeah, so you'd want to do better.
Yeah.
It's like my uncles inspired me to actually, my mom, who taught me almost everything I know in the kitchen, well, watching her too, because when she started out here in PNG, she was cooking at home. She was cooking at home, and people were ordering from her because her food was so good. And one time she'd make this dish, and then we'd go to a party and stuff, and everyone had their own special dishes. People would try her food and say, "Oh, wow, this is good. Who cooked this?" And then people started ordering from her. And then when my dad had the opportunity to actually put up a restaurant, a small restaurant, and now it's called Chow Masters over there at 2 Mile.
Oh, okay.
It's become very popular. My dad had a chance to put up a small place for her. We did, and then everything from then on, people started coming over there and eating. We have a buffet there because every day we have a buffet there, and the stuff here and there that I've actually learned from my mom.
Yeah.
Bro.
So because of your
stuff.
family and like the competitiveness, and because you come from that, it helped you to sort of want to do better and be this cook that you are today. And then you mentioned something about the watching food documentaries that I want to get into. Who do you aspire to be in terms of like the documentaries you watch?
Well, actually, I mean, I don't aspire to be someone, but I like all of them. Like the chefs that we
So you're
watch
just
on
taking
TV.
like
Yeah, but Bourdain was actually one of my favorites because this dude didn't give a shit about anything. Like, he'd eat anywhere. This guy would, in the deepest fucking jungle of like Vietnam or fucking anywhere around the remote
world,
areas,
yeah.
bro, he would eat almost anything. And the best thing about him is, even he was a cook also. Being a person who comes from PNG, you sabi, Pinisiumi, Olga Taluyem, we don't give a shit about anything.
Yeah.
We, whatever, food is food.
Yes.
If it's wonderful, it's good. Then, if it's not, then we, it's okay. But
Yeah.
whatever they put in front of us, we eat it. We don't give a shit about, whether if it's fancy or not. People walk around supermarkets barefoot around here. And that's the best thing about here in PNG because you get to be someone that you don't need to, put up this fake.
Yeah. You don't have to be a wannabe,
Yeah. You want to go to the mall, you want to go, no worries, just fucking go to the mall and just, if a plate of food is put in front of you, you take a look at it, as long as it's edible, we will fucking chow down on that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's how, where, the concept of the street food and everything comes from, So, sorry, the biggest form of example for me is just to go out on the street. When you go to another country, you go out in the streets. You don't go in restaurants. You go out in the street. That's where you taste. That's where you taste.
Where the food is like.
Yeah, what the food in the original culture, food culture is like in a country. So every time I went to, I went to Hong Kong. There was fancy restaurants there, and people with me. Hey, let's go eat at the restaurant. Fuck no, I'm gonna go out into the streets and eat whatever I want.
Street food, yeah.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. It's grubs, bugs, or anything. I'd eat anything, So I mean, having that type of food is, because it's like the original comfort food for everyone, you know, even in the States, even in the Philippines, you know,
Yeah.
in PNG. Over here we have our street food too,
Yeah,
you know.
because food is like a culture in its own.
Oh yeah,
If
hell
you
yeah.
try to study food, you just go in and
The
it's a never-ending abyss,
I
you
mean,
know.
the lamb flaps on the side of the road,
Bro.
bro. Sometimes those things are ridiculous,
Honestly,
bro.
there's this guy in 6 Mile. I don't know if you've been in the street where he does his own lamb roast.
I haven't.
You should go check it out. I forgot his name though. He's a chef at Airways who quit his job to come and fry.
That's how you fucking do it, bro.
Exactly, yeah. He's been doing that for some time, and he's got recently. I think last year he got some spike in his social media because people started going there recently.
I haven't seen it yet, so I'm dying to see it.
Yeah, I'll forward you the link.
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
But the thing I want to touch on is like the food culture in PNG is just starting to emerge. That I'm not sure about you, but that's what I'm noticing is that people are starting to see that there's street food is a food culture and like people like Abus and Kumu coming in and smoke
Richard Mark.
Yes, Richard Mark, bro.
That dude is making waves around. We just gotta wait for this guy.
Yeah.
Fucking this guy will actually be, what the
Definitely.
next best thing in Papua New
Yes,
Guinea.
yeah.
Because I've tried his food, it's really good, and the way he actually does charity work for the communities and everything, man, I wish I had his energy. But this guy is making, he's making
waves, definitely
waves.
making waves. He's got his own barbecue design.
Yep.
Out now, Hercules.
Yeah, Hercules. I've heard about it. I've seen it too
Yeah.
also. So I guess, I mean, we just need these kind of people down here in PNG, These type of people who can be charitable and everything, but in the same time, always be able to impart a lot of knowledge and a lot of, peace in what they do.
Yeah.
It's it's like a diamond in the rough. Yeah.
True, because that's what I believe in is that in PNG we're always trying to blame or pass the blaming pad or say, the government's not giving me this.
Yep.
The country is like this, the inflation, the tax, all of that. But what I'm starting to see now is a new wave of people thinking, oh, okay, yes, the government's like this. Yes, there's high prices. Yes, the country's shit right now, but this is what I can do to help other people, right? So you start your own business, like what you did in the middle of the pandemic, where you started your own business. You went out on the whim. You took a leap of faith. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. And then you did it, and not knowing that this was going to be the outcome, but you just jumped right into the deep end, and then you played. That's the type of people that we need other people to think, Like maybe you're cooking something that's sold in a shop, but the way you cook it is different from what the way the shop.
It doesn't matter if you do it professionally or whatever it is, but
exactly, right?
But the way you cook it is, that's the biggest difference. If food's good, I mean, if you're a chef, you can make good food, yeah. But I mean, if you're a chef also, but you make shitty food, I mean, you've done everything to actually get to the place where you are, but you still cook shitty food. I mean, it's
no
but
excuse.
There's this guy who doesn't have any knowledge in cooking the food.
Yeah.
But he's making really good food. It means that he has love and passion for what he does. So, I mean, just like that movie Ratatouille. Anyone can cook. That's true.
Cook,
That's true. Once you put your mind to it and whatever it is that you want to do, and you focus on whatever it is that you need to be doing for that particular cuisine, and you can smash it. You can actually be able to fucking make waves with it.
Yeah, man. What kind of what motivates you?
The first thing that motivates me, especially when I started out my kitchen, was back then I don't want to disclose any.
Yeah.
Because there was a problem back then. There was a big betrayal by someone that by
you
people
work
I
with.
trusted. Yeah.
Okay. But that's how we learn, right?
Yeah.
We trust the right people.
Oh hell yeah.
Right.
Yeah, bro. I mean, what you have to do. I mean, this is what my mom said.
Yeah.
Trust me. In maybe a year or two time, maybe a year or 2 years, you probably be thanking these people who hurt you. Because if they didn't have done, if they haven't had done that,
you wouldn't have learned that
you
lesson.
wouldn't be, also you wouldn't, be wherever you are right now. So I wasn't believing that 2 years ago, but now I am. So the biggest motivator for me was to make sure that I have everything in check all the time. When I've already told myself, hey, I've done whatever I had to do today. Tomorrow will be another day. Then that's when I start off again. And what motivates me after that is, the satisfaction of how you achieved everything that you wanted to do for the day.
Okay.
I mean, sometimes I don't think about what's going to happen then or what happened back then. I mean,
you just focus on the now.
You focus on the now.
Okay.
Because if you focus on the now and you put your all into the now, I mean, the one after that now and the one after that would actually be sort of like a building block to the future that you're trying to build yourself with, So the biggest motivator for me is getting things done every day. When you get something done every day, and it doesn't matter what time you finish, because I normally finish at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oof. Damn.
Filleting chicken all the time.
Put in the work, bro. Put in the work.
But right now, I mean, all I do is just go around my shops and check if the hygiene or the cleanliness and sanitation is okay, and if they're doing
what you told them to do.
Yeah,
because you're training your workers as well, right?
Yeah. I have people there who I rely on now these days. Before it was really hard for me to trust people inside the kitchen, but now I'm starting to actually be able to
ease
trust
off
them.
a little bit.
Ease off a little bit from the kitchen. Because before you'd hear fuck this and fuck that and stop doing that, you shouldn't be doing that, and get the fuck out of my kitchen. That's all you hear in the kitchen. There was even one time a customer got really pissed at me.
Oof.
She told me that, you shouldn't be doing that. You're racist. You're screaming at your people.
I think that she has no idea what happens in the kitchen.
She was screaming. I was screaming at the people inside, and she was like, "Hey, you're Filipino and you're racist."
Yeah.
And I was like, "No, you didn't just say that.
Yeah.
I know you didn't just say that." And she was like, "No, you did." Okay, let me tell you something about working in the kitchen. I told her, I've seen you here 2 or 3 times already. Coming back here, you love the burgers around here. So she said, "Yes, I love the burgers, but right after I'm hearing you treating these people like that, getting screaming and shouting, and I'm not gonna come back here again." "Oh, okay, but let me ask you something. Do you know me?" I said, "No." "Okay.
Why do you assume?"
Yeah. "Okay, tell me why are you screaming and shouting at these people like they're trash or something like that?" I told him, "I'm not treating nobody like trash. If you ask anybody, any of my friends and everyone who knows me, I'm not a racist person." And then I start talking in pidgin. I told him, "Sapos you sabi lo mi, you ba na tok ko sem lo mi, time mi walk lo, tok lo all one lo mi, all boys lo mi na all Mary stop inside the kitchen." And then right then and then, she fucking shut her mouth and said,
"Oh wow, you can talk Pisin?"
"Oh." And then she said, she said, "You know how to speak?" "No shit, I just told you." So she said, "Oh, okay. So the reason why I'm shouting and screaming inside the kitchen is because you've been here 2 to 3 times, and your burger, you love the burgers. Do you think if I didn't shout at my people over there and I remained calm where they were fucking up the burgers over there inside, you think you wouldn't be complaining over here outside? I mean, you wouldn't have a burger that good if I'm not screaming and shouting inside." But at the same time, my guys, they respect me. And the good thing about my guys over there is no matter what you throw at them, no matter what you do, to actually throw them off,
they take it and they just...
Yeah, bro, it's been an everyday routine for them to actually do the stuff that they do now, since I started training them. There was even one guy, Chef Kevin, he's one of my guys in the kitchen, one trusted. There's 2 of them that I trust because they've been with me for such a long time, Kevin and Ronnie. Those two, every time I tell them, do this, they fucking do it straight away. It doesn't matter if it's like 20 or 30 burgers at a time, they do that in the time that I told them to do it. So these are the two guys in my kitchen that I trust the most. You know, when the shit starts hitting the fan, these guys, I call them up, hey, what's wrong? What's happening? Why is there a complaint there? Oh, boss, this and that, this is what happens. Okay, fix it. You know how to fix it? But before, they didn't have the confidence to actually, you know, be able to do all of those things because they didn't have a proper education for it. They didn't train, they didn't, you know. These are the guys that you actually I would hire. Because once you hire these guys and you teach them how you're supposed to be, they're more hungrier than...
The guys who are, you know, executive chefs and all of that.
Yeah, they're more hungry than people who have the right education, who've been trained by the right people. And, you know, for me, they can get hired, no worries. These people, they can get hired. They have had experience and everything. I'm after the people who are hungry for work, you know? Those people who are just sitting in the streets and just waiting to be able to, you know, be given the opportunity to do, you know. And these two here, they started out, you know, they didn't know anything.
No experience whatsoever.
No experience whatsoever. Wow. But they came up to me. They had the guts to come up to me and say, boss, I want a job. I want a job, and can you please give it? I don't have any experience. I said, just like that. Get your ass in the kitchen, okay? Just wait for me there. Get your ass in the kitchen, wait for me there. We're gonna do some cooking today. And then everything was history.
I said you build from there.
Yep, and now, you know, wherever I put them in the kitchen, whatever I tell them to do, they do everything.
You have faith that they'll execute.
Fuck yeah. Bro, I would take these guys over any fucking professional chef here in PNG. I swear. You know, I've been training them, even, you know, these guys never talk back. I mean, it must be arrogant of me, but these guys never talk back. And they're always, you know, humble. These ones are always humble. That's why I told them, you know, we all started from nothing. Yeah. So, I mean, if you ever get to a point where you're happy and everything,
they're gonna look back on you and be like,
no, I'll be really happy one day. I told them, you're not going to be working here for 5 years. Yeah. Because if you work here for more than 5 years, I'm kicking your ass out. You got to fucking progress. Because if you still work with me after 5 years, it means that you haven't done anything in your life. You know, you got to get the fuck out of here. So I told him, you got 4 years left.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Like, you're trying to grow people.
But yeah, I'm quietly, you know, quietly and slowly actually sharpening them just like a pencil. You know, just waiting for it.
Takes time to begin.
Even the girls that I work with, I told them, man, one day if this, you know, this restaurant actually, you know, flourishes, and you know, all of them, you know, whenever you apply for a job and you tell them that, oh, you used to work
4 minutes.
You used to work at the dirty kitchen. So are you sure you worked at? Yeah, I worked at the. That's it. We're hiring you. Because of the name.
Because of the name. You're starting to gain a bit of notoriety when it comes to social media. I'm curious, who handles your social media?
Me.
Yourself?
Just me and Vicky, bro.
Because
we never had the chance to actually be able to do stuff. Like, because, I mean, I'm not a big techie guy, but I know the basics of doing stuff. But it's just that we haven't I think I expanded too quick, but in a good way. These are the small things that we have.
Yeah, just the small creases that you have to iron out.
You have to iron out, you know. The social media, our social media page, even business cards, bro. I never had a chance to get some business
cards.
Yeah, because of course you gotta design them, and send them to the company. I mean, these are the things that we still trying to iron out. But what I did was I had to expand first. Okay. To actually get it well known, and then you start ironing out the small wrinkles that you keep on. It's like, you know.
Yeah, I get what you mean. You're trying to get the big things done, and then isolate the small things behind.
Because you can't get the small things first and then go up to the big stuff. You know, you gotta get your ambitions up first, and then
No, but I love it. I love the growth that you're doing, and it's like you're making waves, bro. Honestly,
Oh man, yeah.
because the expansion rate that you're going, like in a year, you can do like 3 branches. That's so cool, man. Plus the food is good. The people love the food.
Oh yeah.
So that's when you know, like, people are still gonna come. And what's the future look like for you? Do you wanna go outside of the province?
Hell yeah, man. Recently we've been looking at Lay, KBA.
Okay.
But those are still, you know, sketches, rough sketches here and there. But yeah, we still gotta saturate Moresby with the Dirty Burger first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because we've already got 3 locations here. The 4th one's coming in December. And
What's your ideal number for branches in Port Moresby?
I think we'll probably stop at about 5 or 6. The Iberico pigs, bro.
Yeah, those ones, bro.
The fucking the Spanish pigs. They call it the black Iberico pigs.
Why?
They make them ham. They make them as hams, bro. And what the
Mango,
yeah.
what about those fucking pigs?
Those pigs, those fucking pigs in Spain, bro. They eat acorns and some eat mangoes and stuff, but mostly acorns. Okay, so these pigs, they fucking let them. There's these like whole area where there's acorns everywhere.
Oh.
And then they put a fence around that shit, like fucking 4 or 5 acres of land there, and then they keep on putting these black pigs inside there. These fucking pigs keep on eating those acorns, bro.
Yeah.
Those nuts, those acorns. They have fucking macadamia nuts, and they got nuts everywhere. And then when you well, that sounds really bad, but
We'll clip that. We'll clip that.
yeah. But these pigs, man, they eat everything from the nuts and the stuff that falls down off of the tree. And then when they slaughter them, they actually make them into ham, like not like the ham that you find in the supermarket. The ham that, you know, they preserve and they fucking just let it hang right there.
Oh yeah, those ones. Yeah.
They put it in a place where, you know, the temperature is just right. And what happens is, after doing they cure it and everything, they put it there for maybe about months and stuff. Then we'll take it out, they slice it into thin slices, bro. When you eat those, the ham, bro, it tastes like the fucking nuts that they eat everywhere. I mean, bro, it's just like, you know, I've tried that Iberico pig and it's really expensive, but it's worth it.
What is it called again?
Iberico.
Iberico.
Iberico. There's a Spanish, the black pig. So
Black
like
pig.
yeah.
Okay.
The Spanish ham, but yeah, because the Spaniards are pretty good with their ham, bro. If you take a look at the ham.
I haven't tried. Honestly, I thought they were known for spices, but now they're known for
No, man. I think they're more known for that.
ham.
Yeah.
Spanish ham.
Yeah.
Wow.
If
That's the
you
information.
guys search it on YouTube and everything.
Yeah, I'll look it up.
Try
I don't want to do it right now. I might just.
Yeah. It's even you know, there's this thing they call the terroir. You know, even you know Ramu beef, right?
Yeah, Ramu beef. Yeah.
Ramu beef, Ramu and Namundo. I mean,
Numundo, yeah, they have a store at Rangeview.
yeah.
Yeah.
They got good. Well,
Who's cooking for them?
I'm not really sure, but
the
the
chef.
owner is Solomon. I know the guy, but the Namundo beef, the one in I think it's West New Britain.
I've never tried it yet. I had Ramu beef.
Yeah, that's where they're growing the cows. The Namundo slaughterhouse.
Okay.
Sort of like, but yeah.
Is that an abattoir or just?
No, abattoirs got pigs and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure, but
Okay.
But yeah, the Namundo and Ramo. Now, most of the people when they hear local beef,
Yeah.
they're thinking like, oh man,
It's local.
it's local, so I
Yeah,
mean,
it's
you know,
not-
we can do whatever it is that we have here. It's just nothing special. But for me, bro, and people who love steaks, bro, if those guys ever come down here to PNG and fucking eat Ramu and Namundo, bro, these two, for me, it's two of the best steaks that I've ever tried anywhere.
Ramu's
I mean,
good, man.
Yeah, you know why? You know why, right?
They eat sugar.
No, it's the thing about the beef here, the reason why the flavor of the beef is so good is because they're the grass that they eat, the sunshine that they get, the sunshine that that the grass gets from here.
Yeah.
It's
So
good.
clean, right?
No, not clean, but the sunshine. It actually it's placed. The cattle, the ranch is probably placed where the sun gets more, gets more, where the grass gets more sun.
Right, because we're right at the equator line, right?
Yes, and the more fucking sunlight that the grass gets, and the beef, it's like a chain reaction, bro. The fucking beef's eating the grass that's getting so much sunlight,
yeah.
so the grass turns really green. It gives off the best flavor to the cow, you know.
No wonder.
That's the reason why. That's the reason why for me. I mean, it's like other ranches. They're up in the mountains. The cows are eating the mountains, and the cows are eating grass up in the mountains, and the sun is there, just right there. They get really good sunshine. So normally the cows up there would taste better than the cows down here because the cows are eating the grass here, but it's not getting that much sunlight. So that's how you determine the flavor, the good flavor of the beef.
Okay.
So
No wonder these island people take the beef, like they have this thing, I forgot what it's called, but I watched it on Fox. They have this sun and snow season where they take their cows and they airlift them to the other side of Ireland where the sun is a lot closer.
Yeah.
And then they lead them there, they feed off the grass, and then when the snow starts to fall, they bring them back to the other side of the land where it's, so that
even
it
in
makes
Japan,
sense.
man, these fuckers know how to do their shit.
Yeah.
In Japan, the Wagyu beef.
Wagyu beef. Bro! This new place, it's called Meat & Co. They're going to start selling Wagyu beef.
Japanese?
Yeah.
Those meat are like expensive.
Bullshit.
No,
Japanese?
bro,
not
Wagyu,
Australian, huh?
Japanese Wagyu, bro. They're going to sell it at...
I'm taking my ass down there. When they open it
Meat
up?
& Co. It's 31st August this month.
I'm fucking going down there, bro. Because this Wagyu, if you've ever tried... I mean, this Australian Wagyu. It's good and everything, yeah. But the guys who fucking originated that shit is the Japanese people. And if you have tried Japanese Wagyu before, especially the A5 Japanese Wagyu from a certain prefecture in Japan too, man, bro, this thing, all you gotta do is just wiggle your tongue around. You don't need to fucking chew on it. You just wiggle your tongue around, it already melts in your mouth like that.
Wow.
I mean, I've tried almost everything. I mean, but that A5 Wagyu, bro, it's
so good,
different. It's fucking different. It's like gelatin, bro. All you gotta do is just, you can mash it up and just fucking drink that shit up.
Serious? Damn.
I've had it in a sandwich. The whole fucking steak, they put it in the sandwich, and then, and when you like bite into the sandwich, it fucking, when you eat a whole steak on a sandwich, you know what comes off first, right?
Yeah,
you gotta tug and pull and everything.
Yes.
This one, no. All you gotta do is just take one bite. It's just like eating a fucking burger.
I can only imagine, bro.
I mean, I've had stuff that, so I've eaten grubs, I've eaten fucking almost everything.
5-star things.
Oh, yeah. Grubs, insects and stuff.
Shit, shit, man.
You know that coconut grub that you guys find in the coconut here?
Oh,
you
the
guys
white thing.
Yeah, going like that. It's about that big, fucking that thick.
Yeah.
People are like, ew. No, that's fucking,
Delicious, delicious.
Take out the head and tastes like, it actually tastes like chicken.
Serious?
I've eaten frogs, I've eaten fucking rabbit, I've eaten almost everything, bro. I mean, the only thing that I don't like is fucking, that fruit?
Which one?
Durian.
Oh,
Have you had durian?
it's disgusting, bro.
It tastes and smells like hot garbage.
Yeah.
So
why? Is it some kind of exotic fruit or something that people like?
yeah, I don't know. It's from the people from Mindanao like that. People from Malaysia and Indonesia love that.
It's the
durian.
smell, right? The
Yeah,
one that
it's the
smells
smell.
like shit. And
I mean, it's all good in them. They of course they like it.
some benefits or something. I don't
my
know.
my mom's home province. People love that, and they're actually thinking, "You're from here? How come?" No. My mom actually is from here, and but I didn't grow up. I probably like it if I grew up there, but that's the only thing that I don't eat. That's the only fucking thing I don't eat in this world. You put anything in front of me, I'll eat. But
that thing, no.
I tried it twice. First time I tried it, I said, "Fuck no." The next time I tried it, I told myself, "Oh, might have had a bad first experience, so I'll try it again." Second time, I said, "Nah, not
still
doing
bad.
this shit."
Still
again."
bad.
Still bad.
Yeah. Same, like, it's just some things you eat, some things you don't. Me, it's that five corner, the fruit here.
You don't like it?
I fucking hate that thing.
Bro, that's good with soup. I love that in soup. Have you tried sinigang, like Filipino
No.
soup? Oh.
No.
Bro, you still got a shitload of stuff to
Bro, honestly,
try out. Yeah.
I gotta. I'm still young, bro.
Come down. Come down to the house one time, bro. I'll fix you guys up a proper steak. I'm
Definitely.
flying off tomorrow to the Philippines, but probably sometime after that.
Sure.
Because I'll be there for maybe about 3 or 4 days.
Okay.
So you guys come on. I'm waiting for David also to come down.
David. Maybe we can all do like a barbecue or something. Yeah.
That dude was the one who fucking scattered my burgers everywhere, and he did it on social media too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good on it. He's someone like I've learned a lot from him.
And
We're talking about the same David, right? You net David?
yeah, Valentine.
Yeah, okay.
David
Thank God.
Valentine.
Thank God. I was like, this is
The dude is the most genuine dude that you could ever.
honestly.
It's like he probably won't do shit if you guys have differences, but he won't, take it against you. That's how good that guy is.
It's like, I think it takes off the good people from the past. Like
And his
Churchill.
dad. His dad's a fucking character too. He's a good guy. He's a really good guy. I mean, they used to eat at Chow Masters a lot. Well, they still do. My mom's place.
Yeah.
That's how I came to know that guy.
Okay.
And then when he found out that I had a burger place, he went there. He loved the food. And then the next day, you'd see him posting like, "Oh man, this is
Yeah.
So yeah, he was the one that actually got my shit on.
Viral on
yeah.
social media. And the burger challenges you do, you still there?
Oh yeah, yeah.
You should do one like the 5-pound challenge or something.
No, actually now it's 10 patties.
Fuck.
The 9 patties.
I've always been curious. Is there like a rule where I want to try a challenge? I will come try it sometime. Where you have to hold everything on, so you can just take off layers and
You can like break it off and because right now the record is 9.
9.
Yeah, it was.
Was it the girl that
Bro, 16-year-old. A fucking
16-year-old? What the fuck?
Fucking
Put us all to shame, bro.
fucking 16-year-old little girl who she's Nigerian. She's Nigerian. I actually asked her, do people from Nigeria have rubber stomachs or some shit? You know what I'm saying? I was like, what the fuck? Because there was some Samoans and some Samoans, fucking Kiwi people.
Came and tried.
Quadruple her size, bro. They could only finish 6 or 7 fucking patties. But she chopped down on 9 plus the chips, and then she was drinking then, and then right after that, this girl was snacking on some chips while we're waiting for her parents to pick her up.
Wow.
She's already had that's 1.8 kilos of fucking pure beef, bro. I don't know how the hell she managed to down all of that, but
You know what? I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try beat that. Make it 10.
bro, I bet you
Try
can.
it. I'll fast for like a day,
Yeah.
empty my stomach out, and then come and try it.
35 minutes, bro.
35 minutes is the limit.
35 minutes is the limit for 10 patties.
35 minutes, 10 minutes. I can finish in 20.
Yeah.
I'm
Bro,
bullshitting.
bro, we gotta put that on the fucking
YouTube.
Facebook live. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'll
Facebook
do it.
Live.
I'll do it. I'll
Yeah.
do like we'll go live and then.
Tell me when.
Yeah,
Tell me
definitely.
When, yeah.
When you come back, I'll come over. Me and Jordan.
Oh yeah.
Probably.
I-
If you
I-
want to come too, we can go.
I guess you guys can do that, yeah, bro. You
We'll go live and then just try
Fuck,
and
yeah,
see.
yeah.
Ah, man, it should be fun. I can already feel my stomach. Like, yeah!
After that, you're not gonna want to eat burgers for maybe a week or something.
Yeah, no, probably a month or something, honestly. Because like 10 patties, that's a lot. And just, I tried the 3 patty, falling. Really, like I didn't have space for the drink.
Oh man.
I was like, that's 3 patties. And I'm thinking like, 10?
And that small girl, 16 years old, bro. Fucking. I
Yeah.
think she was about this. But yeah, she.
I saw a picture.
Yeah.
You gotta wear gloves too, because like the grease just
Oh yeah.
comes off really, man.
Our first one who ever set the record was Raymond Moika. You guys know Raymond Moika from BSP?
Not
He
familiar.
passed away recently, but yeah. He's my uncle. Yeah. But yeah, he did 7 patties, bro.
7 patties.
Yeah. And then right after that, there was RJ,
RJ.
the owner of Integrity Autos. Yeah, he did like 8. And then this one,
9.
Chioma, the Nigerian girl. fucking 9, bro.
You should do like a print the photo and put it on the wall type of thing.
That's what I'm trying to do soon in Morocco.
Yeah.
Trying to put a wall of fame and a wall of shame.
Yeah.
You know, the ones who didn't
Yeah.
finish the challenge. We
The
have
one who didn't
pictures,
finish,
everything.
yeah, you should just
So
put it.
everybody fucking, when they see their shit over there, especially the ones who tried,
Yeah.
they're gonna be really embarrassed.
Yeah, because like theater says a good price on printing A4 size. I think it's like $6 or something.
Yeah.
Just print it out and then hang it on the wall.
Fuck yeah.
You have to just find a frame, like an A4 size frame.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
Right. And it's gonna be like a new thing. Put it on social media and everything. Meant. But I love what you're doing.
I get a lot of shit from other customers too. You're serving unhealthy food. I just tell them, hey, fuck off.
How do you handle that?
Me, you know how I handle it, right?
Yeah.
I stay quiet. On social media, yeah, I stay quiet. But anybody fucking tells me that I'm serving unhealthy food, I just tell them, fuck off. Because the problem with, you're not going to eat it every day. If you know it's unhealthy for you, you won't eat it every day.
Yeah, exactly.
But the reason why we have this kind of food is because it actually calms us down, you know, takes the stress out. You start eating this shit, you know? Yeah, it's comfort food. I mean, why the fuck would you want to eat something every day that's healthy and you know that you're not, you know, your stress is not going away, or, you know, you're starving yourself. So you got to have fucking days where you can eat this
I guess
type
it's
of
about
food.
helping that healthy relationship with food,
Yeah,
you know?
that's right.
Don't overindulge, but don't underindulge. You have to just maintain the balance.
And we got those people who fucking have, you know, rainbows fucking telling us, oh, you shouldn't be eating that. Oh, you shouldn't. Man, shut the fuck up. Every time. That's what I tell them. Man, shut the fuck up. Every time that you talk, I mean, you can just keep your opinions to yourself.
Yeah.
People are trying to eat here. People are trying to enjoy, you know, life.
Yeah.
We don't want to be like you, fucking. You don't see the bigger picture of, you know, being happy and shit. So if you want to be miserable like that, you don't fucking tell us what to do, you know. I mean,
Go
when it
spread
comes
your
to
hate
food,
somewhere else.
so what? Yeah. Because these guys, I mean, it's unhealthy. The ratio of unhealthy people is, you know, is fucking growing big. Obesity is growing. Man, fuck you. I don't give a shit about that. You know what I mean? That's the thing. I mean, because most people these days, especially those fucking, the new generation, man, they get butthurt all the time.
Yeah.
You know?
Because they want,
They think they're more entitled
they want
to a lot
they
of
think they're entitled to the opinions.
Yeah.
It has to be like heard.
That's what I fucking hate. Oh, you know, these days when you smack a kid, especially in other countries, these days when you smack a kid, fucking this kid can dial 911 or some shit and tell the police,
Oh,
hey,
my father
smacked me, and in return, this guy's going to jail, the father's going to jail, right? But back in the day, if I do something wrong, my dad will whoop my ass, bro. He would fucking get the belt, and not even the leather side, it would be the fucking buckle, bro. Bro.
Yeah, the buckle with the pin out and everything,
That dude will fucking smack me around, and I'm like, you know, I'll just take it.
Yep.
You know, but these days, these fucking kids are so fucking sensitive these days.
Snowflakes, bro. Snowflakes.
Someone, this person told me, Humpty, they go in Australia where, you know, all these things are there, like child protection, you come to this to your kid. So, you know, the kids get away with whatever the fuck they want to do.
That's why all these fuckers are spoiled motherfuckers.
She did. She told them, let's go for holidays back in P&T. So she will come here, fucking belt them. Like belt them, like proper belt them. And then she told them that the laws doesn't apply here. People are making people want to push people up.
Yeah. That's one of a kid I know. I mean, he lives in the U.S. and his dad is a friend of mine. So this kid was like, you can't belt me up here. If you belt me up here, I'm gonna call the police. He's 13, 14 years old.
Yeah.
If you belt me up here, I'm gonna call the police. One day, they decided to take a vacation in the Philippines. So this motherfucker, like, you know, he went to the Philippines. This little fucker here didn't know that, you know, there was no law like that here in the Philippines. So he started talking smack to his dad, bro. The dad just fucking lost it and smacked him right and slapped him right in the face and said, I'm gonna call the police. Go ahead, motherfucker, go call the police. We'll see where you go. So yeah, now he knows where to go to and where to not go to for vacation.
No, but honestly, I think like beating your kids is something all parents should do.
Bro,
It teaches them.
I mean, all
like,
of
to
us.
listen.
Like
Yeah.
you can't just go on with like you know current
Yeah.
trend.
If you're getting punched in the face as a kid by your parents, that's abuse.
Yeah,
But if you're getting smacked by a fucking, you know, big ass fucking stick or a belt, or you know, you get dragged around by your father, man, that's just, you know, discipline.
Yeah.
If you get punched in the face, well then that's abuse.
There's different levels of like smacking your kids. There's punching your kids though, and then that's smacking your kids. I get what you mean. Like we all grew up. I'm sure we all grew up in a time where you know.
We have some parents who they don't even punch you. They'll stare at you, look at you, and it's like it's like you're doing something and then
Yeah.
Yeah. Me, I'm fucking goofing around, and my mom would be like, and I'm like, oh shit.
You know, like in public, especially when they give you that stare, you know, when you go home, you're like, oh, I'm about to get my ass whooped. Yeah. And then in church is, oh man, in church, when you jump around and then they stare at you and you feel like someone's looking at you, you turn around and you meet them eye to eye. You're like, okay, I gotta sit down.
That's my friend. Well, one of my friends too. He was like, he tells his kid, "Hey, you look out, but me broken mouse blue, yeah, man. Talk blue, yeah, you straight him good, yeah." So the kid's like, and then he just fucking stays inside it and just walks away.
Wow.
And then the dad is like, "See how I fucking did that?"
Woo, wow.
Oh man.
That's crazy, man. Anyway, thanks for having us, man. What's one thing you want to say to everyone here?
Oh, man. You can almost do everything anywhere here in PNG. You can do almost anything. You can be anyone you want as long as you focus. All you have to do is fucking focus on everything. You don't, you know, you don't have to be another person. You don't have to follow someone else. Just be your own self, and you know the best version that you can be. I mean, I've been through a lot of shit. I've been betrayed by a lot of people back in the days. That thing actually made me stronger. It made me who I am today. I was able to focus on everything that I needed to do because those people were out of my life completely, and you know, I was able to actually do something that I love. All you have to do is go back to the stuff that you love. Every time there's a problem, every time you encounter anything that, you know, stresses you out, just go back to the time where, you know, to a time where you're happy. Every time, it's just like restore factory settings on a phone.
Find that place in your mind where it grounds you.
Oh fuck yeah. Yep. And you know, you'd be proud one day of, you know, the stuff that you would, you know. I never actually realized how happy I could be. But these days, I mean, man, I'm living the life at the moment, you know, doing what I love, and I'm able to actually, you know, impart most of it, most of the knowledge and the experience to people.